ya. What up, peeps? Join us. Love, life, and laughter. The point of it all. 'Cause if we don't have love, then nothing else really matters. Highs and the lows, see the joy that it brings. GabeBabeTV. What up, peeps?
What up, peeps? It's Gabe
and Babe
and we're back with another couch conversation
on a new couch.
On a new couch in a new location.
That's right.
So,
it's been a long time.
it's been a long time since we have done a couch conversation.
We've been talking about this forever too.
And man, it hasn't worked out.
It hasn't happened.
But we're here now, and if you are new to the channel, welcome to GabeBabeTV. And Couch Conversations is a segment that we started years ago, and we just sat on the couch and talked about certain issues. So we have one on parenting, finances, our faith, relationships. So we actually do have.
No, I think that's.
We have like some Q&As and about our relationships and things like that. So if you've never seen a couch conversation before, and our story, you have probably seen that one because that's like the one that has the most views now. Is the one about our story. Yeah. But we have a playlist of couch conversations, so you can always click. We'll put a link up so you can click and go through our couch conversations to kind of get caught up. So today's couch conversation is all about marriage.
Yes, 5 years of marriage, y'all.
5 years of marriage, you guys.
Because August 20th was our 5-year anniversary. Yes. So
2016.
Yeah, 2016. So it's been 5 years.
It has been 5 years.
And I have had to deal with this woman.
No, he didn't, honey.
I'm very lucky, actually. Blessed.
No, it's been an awesome 5 years. And I have to shout out Sierra because my homegirl, she sent me a text and was like, you know what, I have an idea for your couch conversations. You guys should talk about, 5 years of marriage and what that means and everything. So thank you, Sierra, for giving us the idea.
Thank you.
And so we're here. We really don't have a outline.
So what we plan on doing here is like kind of telling you the highlights and all that kind of good stuff. But then also we got some questions that Gabriel found that we actually asked these questions on our anniversary. On our anniversary.
Babe surprised me with a limo ride to dinner, and we went to dinner. The very first place that we went to dinner on a date, and he gave me a promise ring. So we went there, and so while we were on the ride, I was just like Googling like questions to ask your spouse on the anniversary, and surprisingly, there are tons of blogs and articles about it. So I was just like kind of going through, and we asked each other like 5 or 6 questions, and it was cool.
It was fun.
So
it was fun.
We figured we would like answer them for you guys, and then give you an idea. If you have an anniversary coming up, you can ask these, to your significant other.
Absolutely.
So what has 5 years meant to you? I guess
5 years, man. It's been
extra close or something.
Yeah,
y'all.
We married.
My freaking
this is hilarious.
Okay, I was about to say before we started. My necklace.
She got caught up.
Getting caught up on my bracelet, man.
So
I don't. That ain't cute. Okay.
So cute. So y'all, 5 years has been like just absolutely amazing. Like, it's funny because when we first started talking, I was in Afghanistan, and she was here in Indiana, and I told her on the phone when I would call, I said, you know what, give me 25 years, just give me 25 of them. Yeah. Now she has to give me more than that. Yeah,
I need like a couple of forevers. So.
But like, it's just crazy because when I said that, I absolutely meant it, but like, I didn't know if it was going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, who knew? Like when we first started.
Exactly.
We'd be here 5 years later.
And it's crazy, like just the fact that we've, 5 years of marriage, 5 years plus now of marriage. And then on top of it, pretty much all of it being filmed. Yeah. We've been able to like capture these memories and these moments that.
Yeah, it's been really awesome.
It's amazing. What about you?
I don't know. 5 years to me just means it's a blessing for one, because some people don't make it 5 years in their marriage, and it's great to just have someone that you know is going to be there. Like at the end of the day, this person is there and it's your person. So you're completely vulnerable and open, and you can share your thoughts and your feelings and your frustrations, and they won't judge you, you know? Well, they shouldn't judge you. But yeah, like it's just, I don't know, 5 years is just such a blessing.
It is.
And it's
so cool.
It's cool.
I'm your person.
You're my person.
You're so cute. I love this lady.
Yeah, so I mean, this is not gonna be anything deep, so hopefully you weren't expecting
Hopefully
that.
you weren't, yeah.
But
it's just really cool to be able to, you know, to remember where we started, you know,
yes.
to where we are now, and just where God has taken us, like, you know, and where He's brought us from, and like it's just really, really cool.
Okay, so I'm going to ask the first question, and these are actually, I wasn't sure I was going to find the one, but these are the ones that we read from. So, what has been the high point of our relationship this year?
Oh, this year.
This year. So, yeah.
Buying our house.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, like it's funny because she didn't want a house. When we first talked about, before we even dating, before we even, you know, like together, we were just kind of, you know, talking, we became friends, and I told her that I wanted a house and a family and all that kind of stuff, and she was like, I do a condo.
Like, yeah, maybe a condo. I mean, because, you know, I was living single. But, I mean, I didn't picture myself in a house. Like, it was never a goal of mine. At that point, it wasn't a goal of mine.
You wanted to own like a condo.
Yeah, I was like, maybe I'll get a condo, but I didn't think about no house right now, you know.
So crazy.
Yeah.
So like, yeah.
So here we are in our house.
In our house.
That we absolutely love.
Absolutely. What about you?
So I would have to say the high point. I mean, I think that it's the same. Like, I feel like our answers are going to be the same, but yeah, I mean, buying this house.
We're equally yoked.
And
Yo.
the whole house buying process was just really awesome for us. But I don't know. What did it say? The best? What did it say? A high point. I feel like we've had a lot of high points this year.
Yeah.
Just, you know, being able to travel so much and, you know, film multiple commercials for Walmart.
That is good.
So maybe that's more of a career highlight. But it's relationship too. Yeah, it's still a high point.
We did it together.
Yeah. So, but I have to say, if my first one, it would be buying the house. Absolutely, the house buying process. Yeah. You're just not gonna go in order, like.
Oh, okay, yeah. What has been a low? Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Apparently, I have to go in order. I didn't know there was rules.
Well, no, these two kind of go together, so we can skip after this.
What has been a low point of our relationship this year?
I would have to say the passing of our father was probably the biggest low point.
Yeah. That was very, very, very tough. That happened a little over 3 months ago now. It's like a process. You know, you don't know how to handle it or deal with it or confront it. You don't know how to do any of that unless you've experienced it. You know, and so, you know, anybody that's ever experienced it, I you know, completely, you know, understand, you know, how difficult it is. But yeah, it's but that was something else that, you know, I think even brought us even closer because we hadn't experienced loss together. You know, like that. Like, you know,
was like our first time, and you know, your spouse, but I don't know. You know, I didn't know how Chad grieved or how I needed to be there for him. So it was a learning process along the way. Yeah. But yeah, it's just one of those things where you go and you learn as you go. You
Absolutely.
Kind of find that
There's
out.
No blueprint to how you do it. And she did an amazing job.
Thanks for that.
I mean, that made it so much easier. The fact that I just have a wonderful wife, you know, that understood and just was there for me. That was the best. You know? Because some people don't understand how to be there for someone.
Right.
And that's okay. Not everybody's good at that, you know. And she was perfect.
Thank you. Thanks. Okay, so enough about low stuff. Oh, that's a funny one. What is your favorite outfit of mine that I wear?
Is this supposed to be PG?
Yes.
Man.
Not the birthday suit.
Not the birthday suit. Okay.
That's an interesting question. What is the favorite outfit that you wear?
You know, I wouldn't even say like favorite outfit like specifically. If I had to label one specifically, it's when she has an Alabama shirt on and some jeans and her white chucks. I think it's the cutest
loves that
thing ever. She's just so adorable. But like just in general, I love when I just love her. Like she's got that sexy, classy, comfortable mom style sometimes.
Mom style?
No, it's okay. Like what I mean is, what I mean is, it's yours specifically. It's like you wear these jeans and they're rolled up at the bottom. They're like, you know, they're like skinny jeans. They're rolled up. She's got her chucks on or some
like
flats.
This style, yeah, because flats have become my norm.
Her norm, but then like cute top and just her, you know, her accessories, just so adorable.
So he doesn't have one cute outfit.
I do. Alabama.
The
Alabama. If I had to, yeah.
Let's see. For me, I love Chad in button-ups. Like anytime that he has on a button-up shirt, or do you guys say button-up or button-down shirt? Which one do you say?
Button middle.
Anytime that he has on a button-up shirt, I love. Oh my goodness, I just love it. But I also love anytime he has on a cap, a fitted cap, turned to the back. Oh, I love it. Oh my goodness, he could just be in like his sweats and his J's with his little. He doesn't wear it like that often, but when he does, yes.
I'm about to go put a hat on. I'll be right back.
Yeah, so those are like my favorites.
I forgot that she like that.
Oh, I do. I love it.
I'm about to go hat shopping as soon as this video is filmed.
What is different in our relationship that you are glad is different? I feel like this is gonna sound super superficial, but I'm glad we ain't like broke no more. And trust me, we are by no means like balling. No. But we had some really tough times when we first got married. When we got married, the next day, like we were flat broke. We were, like not. I think we might have had 20.
And that was my fault because I did not tell her that we were gonna be broke.
Yes, he did not let me know. And this is a lesson to all of you newlyweds or engaged people. Be upfront and honest about your finances with your soon-to-be spouse, or even if you're the spouse and you got separate accounts, be upfront and honest about it. Like Chad paid for our wedding, and I just assumed that he had the money in savings to pay for it.
And I never said otherwise.
And he never said otherwise. So, I mean, he did have some of the money. By the time we had finished paying for our fantastic wedding.
And honeymoon.
We were broke. Like, we was praising Jesus when we were opening our wedding cards. Because that was our money that we took to spend on our honeymoon. Like, that's how broke we were. And I didn't get paid.
So until
we were on our honeymoon, and then like it didn't come. Remember that I had to like call my boss, and I was like, "Wait a minute, what's going on with my check?" Like, so I thank God that we are not there. Yeah, because
we learned lessons from that, like and we're still not perfect, and we're still. I mean, I think it's an ever evolving thing. Learning how to to budget and do all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's just it's amazing where we're so thankful and blessed from where God, brought us from. And he always answered.
Yeah, so maybe if I rephrase it, I'm so happy that we're not broke anymore, because, I mean, life happens. You can get broke at some point. Again, that could happen, but I think that I'm happier now that we're much smarter in our finances and the choices we make when it comes to our finances.
And we can acknowledge if we're not being smart and that we need to be smarter.
Yeah.
So before we didn't acknowledge it, we just kind of
brushed it under the...
We're a young married couple and just doing our thing, right?
Yeah, so I think I think we have much more financial knowledge now, and I'm very grateful for that.
All right, next one. Do you feel like we are spending enough time together? Why?
That's a good question. I mean, for me, yes and no. Obviously, we spend a lot of time together because we work from home. We work together. We have the same interests, so we're always going the same places together. Like we live with each other. So of course we're spending time with each other. but is it really quality time?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, sometimes we can both be in the same room, but he's on his laptop, or I'm on my phone, or he's on his phone, or he's watching TV and I'm on my iPad. So we're not really spending quality time together
as much as we like.
And then also, like, here lately, like, we haven't really been doing a lot of date nights lately. For one, because we've been hectic. This year has been crazy busy with travel, but I think we need to get back to that, like,
absolutely
taking time at least once a week to have a date night or a date day, even if Chad is at school. Like,
absolutely, I agree completely. Like, spending time together, that it just happens. We're together, we're married, you know, we work from home, all that good stuff. But I think the quality time piece is that we need to make sure that we're more consciously doing that, you know, and that's something we've already identified too, said that we need to make sure we're doing that, because, you know, that's something that can easily slip by. You know, you think you're spending that quality time together because you're in the same room or you're watching a show together, but is that quality? You know, can you be doing that to be bettering your relationship, you know, devotions, you know, all that kind of stuff that we've already kind of talked about. We have good communication when it comes to that. We talk about what we need to do and make sure we're trying to figure out how we're going to do it and achieve stuff like that. So
next question. We're only going to do a couple more because we could answer these questions all day. And let's see. What could I be doing more of? I just put these group these two together. What could I be doing less of?
Okay. Doing more of, I think, like, I love seeing Gabrielle, like, happy and achieving her goals and things that she's wanting to achieve, and I love seeing her happy and excited about stuff. So I've always told her that I want her to do things for herself, you know, to be like to like spend time doing stuff that she really enjoys doing, you know, like, because she's a wonderful mother, she's a wonderful wife, great YouTuber. I mean, so she's doing, she's nailing on all fronts, in my opinion. And I think that, but I want to make sure that she's doing, because I think that you truly, in order to be happy 100%, you need, you know, God, family, and, you know, be proud. I think you need to be proud of yourself. You know, you need to, like, doing stuff that you enjoy doing, and reaching milestones and goals. Because we all have goals. She had goals before she met me. She has goals now while we're together. So I think that's what I think I would love for. I want to make sure Gabrielle, I want to push her and be there for her to help motivate her to do things that you want to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that type of an answer, but no, that was a good one.
Yeah.
So nothing around the house that I could be doing more, or
no, because she takes care of the house. I'm very bad at, and I'm sure the one she said let me do more of is clean the house more.
That was my answer.
Clean the bathroom and do the dishes.
I'm thinking of all these things around the house, like, you did do that.
So do
That's
the dishes.
why I was like, dang, he's really giving a good answer here, and I was about to go in like, you can do the dishes more, you can clean the bathroom.
Yeah, so my answer's bad already.
I don't think that I have an answer now because I feel bad.
No, I know. I'm gonna answer for it. You can tell me if I'm right. Do the dishes more, like these, put them in the dishwasher.
Yeah, it's not even do the dishes more. It's just rinse a dish and put it in a dishwasher.
Rinse a dish,
like, that's all I ask. Use a dish, rinse it, and put it in a dishwasher. That's it.
Okay, and clean the bathrooms, because that's the one part that she cleans, but she would love help in that area. So yeah, so I need to do better.
I will say that I would like to see Chad do more, like, because he has goals, but I want to see you reach them. So along the same lines though, like, because I know there are things that you want to do because we talk about it. So I would like to see more, I guess, more follow through. And I think and I think that it reflects on me too. Like, I need to be the motivator and a better, you know, not necessarily pusher, but I need to be more, help him be more accountable. So
Yeah.
it's not one of those things like, well, you need to follow through. No, I have to look at it like, what can I do to help him reach these goals that he wants to reach? So
Yeah, we both have to help each other be accountable. I mean, accountability partners.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what would you like to see me do less of? That's a good one. I don't know that I have an answer for that one.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I have an answer for that. I mean, no, y'all probably think that we're crazy when we say we don't argue, we don't get into fights and all that kind of stuff. We just don't. We just don't. I mean, God has just been good, and He gives us the patience we need when we need it. And so if we're ever getting aggravated, you know, or annoyed or something, we know each other well enough to give each other space or time or what to say. God gives us what to say. You know, I mean, we're not crazy. We just don't. We just don't do that. We don't get into arguments. We don't do that because it's not worth it. It doesn't really solve anything. And so I think doing less, I mean, if we have something that annoys us or each other, then we just tell each other. So,
Right, yeah, and it's like...
And then we try to fix it, you know, and if we're not fixing it, then, you know, we get called out in the video right here. That's fine.
Yeah, so less using up the dishes and leaving them all over the place.
Clean the bathroom.
I mean, I don't really have an answer for that.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah. One more question, and then we are gonna wrap it up because we will go on forever. This is really random.
Do that last one.
Yes. If you got to keep a baby animal of any sort, what would it be?
That's a tough one, y'all.
A baby animal. I feel like that's easy.
If I knew they could be trusted, it would so be like a tiger.
Yeah, that was my answer.
Like
so it was like a baby, like tiger.
If they could stay at baby.
Yeah.
You know, like, because they're so adorable as a cub, you know, like, you know, and they're beautiful when they're big too, but I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I mean, they're wild animals, you know, they're not meant to be in captive, you know, and I think,
do you have like a preference though? Like tigers have always been my favorite animal, but then I'm like, I mean, but I think I would equally like a cheetah or a jaguar.
No, cheetah would be cool.
Same, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like in that same... Lions, not so much, but...
Yeah, no.
I think in that same area.
Yeah, cheetahs are really cool. I think... a monkey would be cool, like a little chimpanzee. Like, there's so many little cool animals, but yeah, I think tiger would be... Tiger, probably a white tiger.
A white tiger, absolutely, yeah.
They're just beautiful, man.
Here, took my answer, so...
That's what they call me on the golf course.
That's what happens with a white tiger.
Let's keep it moving.
It's so ridiculous. I was like, what? That's what they call you on the golf course? Like, I didn't get it at first. So, anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video with us just kind of reminiscing and talking about our 5 years of marriage. You know, if you guys if there are any newlyweds out there, or if you're not quite at 5 years, just keep going. You know, just keep living and making sure that you're making each other happy every day.
Yeah, communicate.
Communicate, and if you worry about every day, you know what I'm saying, you'll make it to the next year and the next year. Like, focus on daily. Am I making this person happy? Is he making me happy? Is she making me happy? What can I do to change if it's not? Like, if you reevaluate or evaluate that just for just a moment daily, like, I think that makes it easier to reach these goals, these years. You know what I'm saying? Like, we trying to get to years on years, okay? Right. I need like 50, 60 of them joints.
Exactly. I mean, I think that, just, you know, to add on to that, just make sure that you're a man or woman enough to identify what you're doing right and wrong, and humble yourself, you know, to say, you know what, I could be doing this better. Because it's very hard to do. Yeah. But if you humble yourself and just realize what you could be doing better, because most of the time you know what you could be doing better, right? I mean, you know, you've heard it, or you just know it deep inside. Yeah. And you have to humble yourself enough to try to fix it. And you know, I think that's something you should definitely try to do. It's not easy, but it's it goes a long way. Yeah, definitely. And it goes along to that, just, you know, being accountable to your partner, you know, so.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's it, guys. I'll actually put a link to the blog post where I found these questions. So, like, if you have an anniversary coming up, you could use it if you want, or if you just want to check it out. Oh, and if you guys have suggestions for our next couch conversation, because I promise you, we're going to try to do this more often. So if not every month, every other month, you're going to get a couch conversation.
Exactly.
We could probably do one every month, but we just have to have topics from you guys.
So give us some topics,
what do you want us
please.
to talk about? Let us know down below.
That's right.
And, of course, you know what to do.
Right? Thumbs it up. Subscribe it out.
And tell everybody you know.
And we will talk to you later.
Bye, guys.
Deuces.